Trooping the color 2025 flops. Guys, the crowd was abysmal. It was the lowest number of people turning out to see these royals in many, many years. So it just shows what we're saying. The monarchy is dwindling. The monarchy is just ridiculous. Nobody wants to come out. And can we talk about the awkward balcony snub that William gave to Kate? He is so uncouth. He has nothing about him. He doesn't even know how to pretend. This man acts as if he does not like his wife. And I don't understand what is going on because he's not hiding it. It is so obvious what is going on. The man has no filter and he doesn't care. At this stage, he's at the point of how Charles used to treat Diana, just cruel. He is not even trying. And even when Kate trying to give him that mushy smile, he seemed totally disgusted. The man has no qualms about him. He has no filter. He has no decency. He does not even hide it. And I'm definitely not a Kate fan, but my God, he knows how to snub her. She looked miserable. At one point she made several faces. You could see that she noticed it and she felt it. It wasn't genuine. She tried to smile, but it just did not come across effective at all. And he did not hide his miserableness. He was like, I did not want to be here. I don't know why I'm here. You guys need to get me out of here. That's basically what he was saying. You could see it on his face. William, you need to stop. It is annoying how you treat your wife in public. You have treated her with so much disrespect and disdain. It's almost like she's pushing upon you. After so many years with 3 children, you need to do better. It was meant to be the crown jewel in the royal calendar. But this year's Troop in the Color 2025 had all the pageantry and none of the sparkle. And what happened on that Buckingham Palace balcony? Well, it was awkward, very awkward. Zoom in on Prince William and Kate Middleton. At first, Kate's beaming smile lights up the moment. But within seconds, the camera catches it. Her face shifts from gleaming grin to grimace. She gives William a look, that look, the kind you say for someone who just embarrassed you in front of company. She knows he won't see it, thanks to that oversized royal hat, but we all did. And then, curiously, she turns to the kids, George and Charlotte, reprimands them, maybe. Were they fidgeting too much? Not standing like perfect royals? From what we saw, they looked just fine, especially that little cutie Louis. So why the snub? Why did William seem to care so little? He did not want to be there. Let's be honest, William looked checked out. He was so checked out. Not distracted, not overwhelmed, just emotionally vacant. Like he was mentally somewhere else entirely. And it didn't go unnoticed. Where's the spark, guys? Where's the spark? Social media exploded within minutes. Comments flooded in. Willie looks constipated. The peasants have had enough and stayed home. Kate's trying to smile through it, but it's not working. So what happened to the perfect royal couple? Why does it feel like they're forcing it more than ever? Let's break it down for you guys. Since her cancer announcement, Kate Middleton has largely been out of the public eye. This appearance was meant to be triumphant. Her radiance explored or seen. I mean, last year it was this radiant return, but this year, yeah, she came. We know, people know that she was going to be there. So it was just nothing. It was like, okay, we came, we saw, we conquered, move on, moving right along. And to her credit, she brought the grace, the glam, and the grin. But even the best royal PR can't cover up tension that thick. William was visibly distant. The body language cold. No smiles exchanged, no subtle touches, not even a glance. The cold shoulder, as he is always done to Kate. He always seemed to be so disrespectful in public. Body language analysis pointed out the lack of chemistry between the two. In years past, William might have offered her a hand, a whisper, even a smile, but here, nothing, nada. And then there's an obvious absence. The elephant not on the balcony. You know, they said the elephant in the room, the elephant not on the balcony. Who are those? Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. The Sussexes weren't invited. No surprise there. They were not interested in going. So why are we even saying they weren't invited? Whatever. The Sussexes don't care. And I'm so happy they're not there to give their sparkle, their Markle sparkle, their star dust on that dumb, boring event. No. We have Mrs. Meghan Sussex staying at home and just living large and enjoying life. So yes, guys, the elephant in the room was that they were not on the balcony. But no one expected them to be there. And Meghan and Harry certainly did not want to be there. They stepped back in 2020 and have been the firm's favorite scapegoats ever since. But their absence is starting to show. William might be missing his brother more than he lets on. And Kate, she's left to play picture perfect royal while the cracks in the institution deepen. One fan on social media summed it up perfectly. Can Harry and Meghan help us make the balcony great again? Ouch! Oh my God. The flop that was Trooping. The flop, guys. Let's talk about the crowd. Or should we say, lack of one. Photos and videos showed it all. Empty streets, gaps in the crowd, minimal applause. A far cry from the roaring celebrations during the Queen Elizabeth era. St. James Park, half full or quarter full. The mall, sparse. Even the media coverage seemed muted. Because remember, even the media coverage was saying, is Harry and Meghan coming? Are they coming? I find them funny. Harry and Meghan will not be coming to shine their sparkle on you guys' boring event, guys. Come on. No wide crowd shot. Just no excitement. Just fully cropped frames and forced commentary. And of course, we had the Not My King group out there just giving them exactly what they deserved, shouting, not my king, down with the duchy, down with the monarchy, we don't need them, yes. So social media commentary were full of people just talking about the whole spectacle, the whole disaster that was. The flop of the century, the flop of the year. Flop Trooping of the color. The streets were empty. Why bother pretending otherwise? Notice how the cameras aren't showing the crowd this year? It's not just a PR issue, it's a legitimacy crisis. Here's the thing, the firm knows what's missing. Harry and Meghan brought energy, diversity, and global appeal. They attracted real crowds, generated authentic buzz, and humanized an otherwise stale monarchy. So when they talk about popularity and they cannot even bring out a crowd in their own country, the views on their website cannot pass thousands, they have not reached millions of views. It shows the lack of interest, because remember I told you over and over that social media is where it's at, and if you're not seeing them trending, then it means it's a total flop. In addition to that, we saw the crowds with our own eyes. We saw the commentary. We saw the disinterest. Even William was disinterested in it. We saw Charles just yawning. We saw Camilla like she didn't want to be there. Kate hardly works, so she's out once every blue moon, so she maybe can have a grin on her face, looking unbothered, but deep down we know for sure that none of them wanted to be there. For years, sometimes you see the children yawning and, but as usual, Louis brings the energy. Louis is the only one who brings the energy, right? So we know what's missing, the desperation for Harry and Meghan, because we know they brought energy, diversity, and global appeal. They attracted real crowds, as I've said, humanized and otherwise stale monarchy. Now, the magic is gone. You could feel it during Trooping, the stiffness, the silence, the sense that everyone was just going through the motions. And the British media, once frothing at the mouth to attack Meghan, is now wishing she was there, is now wishing Harry was there, and has gone mute on their divisive attacks, smear campaign on Meghan. Because without the Sussexes to blame, they are left with a royal family that's just isn't performing, and that's the real problem. Kate might be trying, as I say, because she hardly does any work. She showed up, she smiled, she brought the optics. But William, this event confirmed what many have suspected. He's not built for the spotlight. I don't think William really wants to be there. He's forced to be there. He's trapped, as his brothers say. Not without his brother, not without distraction, and certainly not under the microscope. So yes, we noticed when he brushed off Kate. We saw her face fall. We watched the kids grow stiff, and we felt the shift, because this wasn't just an awkward balcony moment. It was a symbol of a royal house struggling to keep up appearances while falling apart at the seams. In the end, Trooping the Colour 2025 wasn't about military parades or family unity. It was about the illusion and how little of it is left. Prince William's disinterest, Kate's frustration, they weren't hidden. They were broadcast. And despite their best efforts, the firm can't mask the truth. The balcony isn't balconing anymore. If you found this breakdown helpful, guys, I just love that saying. Remember one time that was a highlight of the day, the flyover and the balcony, and everybody made a big fuss who was going to be on the balcony, and the balcony was this standard of who is who and who was not. Oh, these are working royals. Harry and Meghan can't be on it because they are not working royals. No, they wish they would have Harry and Meghan star power on that balcony. But be careful what you wish for, because it might just come back to bite you in the you-know-what. Be careful, guys. So the balcony isn't balconing anymore. So, guys, if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal deep dives. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Were William and Kate just having a bad day? Or is something bigger going on? I think the latter. What do you think? Let me know, guys. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye. Should Trooping the Colours be cancelled based on what's happening in the world. A plane crash that killed so many people, including, I think, 53 Brits, and also the war that's going on. Should it be cancelled? These vanity events need to be cancelled. So listen to this little excerpt I took from Martin. I loved his program, and he's also crediting another creator for it. So kudos to both of them for bringing it and just really making it so condensed and everything. Yes, so bye guys.
Morning friends, happy Friday, how are you doing? As ever, before we get started, creator credit time. I'll tag the creator of this TikTok account because we do not steal other people's work, right? That would be wrong. This creator makes a really interesting point. It's Trooping the Colour tomorrow, Saturday in London, with a huge aerial plane-based fly past. Is it actually going to go ahead after the shocking events of yesterday and the Indian plane disaster, where 67 British passengers, British nationals, also lost their lives? And my heart goes out to anyone who knew someone or had family, including the aircrew on that flight. The scenes on the TV were just shocking. It will be in poor taste, to say the least, if the non-working British royal family are stood on that balcony saluting the planes, multiple as they fly by, less than 72 hours after one of the most terrible air disasters ever. Let's wait and see what happens. Is there going to be a minute's silence at the abhorrent waste of money that Trooping the Colour is? Probably. Will that even happen though? I've no idea. The problem with the monarchy is it's outdated. It's not suitable for 2025. And the royal family will eventually realise this. They failed to modernise, and their whole business, their whole institution is now irrelevant to what happens in daily life. And this example, this dichotomy, air disaster followed by a fly past, is one of many that we could pull out on a daily basis. But